Srimad Bhagwatam, Bhagwat Puran, Skanda3, Volume 3 or Canto 3, Chapter-6, Sloka-35 onwards. Here Maitreyaji is saying to Vidurji, this universal form is a combination of time, action and power of nature. And this universal form highlights the Yogmaya power of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, how can anyone dare to fully or accurately describe this universal form? Come on, who is explaining? इसको बोल कम आवाज करेगी. Tejas, Tapasya, it's your turn. Tapasya's turn. Okay, Tejas, you tell.
Ma'am, so basically, ma'am, what he's saying is that the universal form is like a combination of. Oh, ma'am, so sorry. Ma'am, so basically, it's a combination of like time, the power of Lord Sri Krishna. Ma'am, basically, everything combined is the universal form. Ma'am, and yes, ma'am, that's it.
Okay, now next Shloka 36. As per Shloka 36. However, Vidurji, my description may have been faulty due to the association with material things and unwanted discussions. And therefore, to purify my speech, I always describe the glories of the Supreme Lord in the same way as those explained to me by my teachers. So what here Vidurji, Maitreyaji is trying to say that he must have done some mistake. He's saying I might have done some mistake because of the material things. So I purify it by singing the glories of Sri Krishna ji. So what we learn here, that we also do some mistakes. So how do we purify it? By singing the glories of Sri Krishna ji. So where do you find the glories? That one is in Bhagwad Gita, chapter 11, shloka 36 to 46. So whenever you feel you have done some mistake, you chant those shlokas. So it is a try. It is a try from our side to purify our mistakes. है ना? But we should not think about the result, whether it is purified or not. That is not, we should not think. What we can do is to try our best. Okay, Tapasya, can you tell?
Me.
You joined it. Tapasya?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
अच्छा. ऐश्वर्या?
Tapasya, you're traveling, right?
Yeah, ouch.
Yeah, when you joined, your camera was on, so I saw the car hand.
Aishwarya, you're there? Okay, Tejas,
Yeah,
you
ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
can you explain this shloka?
Yes. So in this sloka, Shri Krishna, not Shri Krishna ji, Vidurji, right? With
Maitreya ji is telling to Vidurji.
okay, so this telling that
maitreyaji
that I also make mistakes and I also try to purify them. The mistakes that I have done might be because of the material things and all, and so I try to purify them by you know chanting the glories of Sri Krishna ji. So same like that, we should also try to purify our mistakes if we did any, and by singing the glories of Sri Krishna ji, and then we shouldn't be thinking about the result. So if we did anything, then we are trying to purify mistakes, and then we think, is my mistakes purified? Did this happen or did that happen? And so on. So we shouldn't be thinking about the result. We will get the karma automatically.
Thank you so much. Now, Shloka 37. As per the thoughts of many great people, singing the glories of Supreme Lord and hearing the glories of Supreme Lord and relishing the nectar from the stories of the Supreme Lord is the ultimate purification for the tongue and ears. Who is explaining?
Me.
Ma'am,
Tejas, your turn.
Ma'am, so this shloka is basically said that, ma'am, so the ones who hear the like glories of Lord Shri Krishna and the ones who see it, it's basically said by like almost every saint and in the Vedas and all that, ma'am. That ma'am, it's like a purification for the tongue and the ears.
Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, Shloka 38. Hey Vidurji, it is difficult not only for us, but the great and ancient Lord Brahmaji too. For he had too meditated upon the Supreme Lord for 1,000 celestial years, and even then he couldn't conceive the entire eternal glories and capabilities of the Supreme Lord. Who is explaining? Aishwarya, your turn.
Me.
Are me?
ma'am, can I do next shloka?
Okay, chalo me, your luck. Tejas. Tejas.
Ma'am, you want me?
Yeah.
Ma'am, okay. Ma'am, so basically in the shloka, ma'am, so basically my message is saying that it's not like it's easy for the gods also, it's hard for them also. Like Brahmaji also, ma'am, who was meditating for a lot of time, he too couldn't attain Lord Shri Krishna's like full, like to the full extent. Ma'am, for him itself, it was very hard. So, ma'am, basically, he's trying to say that, ma'am, it'll be hard for us also, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, correct. Now, Shloka 39. Therefore, the Maya of the Supreme Lord can confuse even the greatest of people. His ways and acts are so endless that even he himself cannot conceive everything completely. And hence, how could anyone else understand his Maya completely? Aishwarya, your turn. Tapasya, you are there. Aishwarya,
Ma'am, which shloka number is this?
39.
Okay, just a second. 39.
Hmm.
From Bhagwatam.
Hmm.
No, Bhagwatam.
Same, same.
Okay. Mm. Ma'am, I don't know.
Mommy?
Wait, Riddhi is telling.
Ah, okay.
Read.
In this shloka, it has been told that the ways of the Supreme Lord and his Maya are so much that even the greatest of people cannot understand it, and sometimes even they get confused, and even the Supreme Lord cannot conceive all his Maya and the ways. So how can we understand everything?
Thank you.
This time I'm gonna explain this.
Now, 40 last shloka of this chapter. We bow down and offer a pranam to that Supreme Lord who is unable to be understood completely by the voice, mind, and ego and their respective demigods like Indra, Rudra, etc.
So in this shloka it is being said that when we bow, we give our pranams to Supreme Lord, who is not who cannot understand uh, completely voice, mind, and ego, and the demigods of them are Indra, Rudra, etc.
Thank you. Mm. Thus ends the sixth discourse in the book 3 of the great and glorious Bhagwat Puran, otherwise known as Paramahamsa Sarhita.
So, ma'am, we complete the chapter 7.
Chapter 6.
Oh, chapter 6. Yeah.
You want me to continue or we stop here?
You
You can
can
continue the chapter 7.
Ma'am, actually, we might have to continue, ma'am, because I did four shlokas and like Tapasya did one and Aishwarya did two. I did four, ma'am.
Okay, now chapter 7 is the topic is questions by Vidurji. So now Shri Sukhdevji Maharaj has come into picture. He said, hearing this lecture from sage Maitreyaji, the intelligent Vidurji, who is the son of Vyasdev, spoke to sage Maitreya, thus pleasing him with his ever pleasing tone. So after listening, okay, Aishwarya, you explain.
Mm, ma'am, can you please explain this one again? I didn't quite understand.
Who understood this part?
Can you
Ma'am, same
explain
here.
again?
See, it is very simple. Till now, who was speaking? Maitreyaji was speaking to Vidurji. So,
Yeah.
after listening everything from Maitreyaji, Vidurji, the son of Vyasdev, spoke to sage Maitreyaji in a very pleasing tone. Very simple.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so in this shloka, it's just telling that Maitreya ji was talking to Vidur ji. Then Vidur ji talked to which sage then?
Maitreyaji.
Yes, Maitreya ji in a very pleasing way. And then it continues from next shloka.
Correct. Now, Vidurji has said, O great sage, the Supreme Lord is pure consciousness, formless and without any qualities. Then how could he perform activities during his pastimes, that is, Leelas? How he was able to do any Leela or how he was able to do any pastime. This is Shloka 2. Tapasya, you're there?
She's there, but I think she's in a car, so that's where she has some problem, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, true. Tapasya,
Me?
wait, Tejas. Okay, read.
Sorry, ma'am, I wasn't listening.
Okay, no problem.
So in this shloka, Vidurji asks sage Maitreya ji that uh, if like Lord Shri Krishna is pure consciousness, formless, and without any qualities, then how could he perform the leelas and his pastimes?
Thank you. Now, Shloka 3. The children play with other children because there is desire and eagerness to play within them. But the Supreme Lord is always within himself and ever satisfied. Then, how and why did he play and perform activities?
Me.
Ha, Tapasya.
So, ma'am, in this shloka, it has been explained that since like other children, you play with other children of their desire and their eagerness, but then how is Lord Sri Krishna able, like is him, he did all the leela, everything, but still he's not still satisfied.
Very good. So it is a curiosity of Vidurji that no, how come Sri Krishna ji has done all those leelas? What is leela? Whatever he did, when he came down on earth as Sri Krishna ji. So that is called as Leela. But what we are doing is not Leela because we are humans. We are doing our karma. Are you able to understand the difference? Now
Yes,
Shloka
there are a lot
4.
of difference.
The Shloka 4. The Supreme Lord has created this universe with his extraordinary Maya that consists of the gunas. What are the gunas?
Tamoguna, Rajoguna,
Samaguna,
Sattva.
Rajoguna,
Thank you.
Sattva.
Very good. So this universe is made up of his extraordinary Maya. Where Maya which has gunas, and with the Maya only he sustains and then he destroys it too. So everything is being created with the help of the Yog Maya, and it is also known as illusion. And with the help of this only it is being created, sustained and destroyed. Shloka 4. Who is explaining? Aishwarya?
Me.
Me?
Okay, Tapasya.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, in this shloka, it has been told that um, Lord Shri Krishna creates people through his Maya, which contains three gunas, Tamoguna, Sattoguna, and Rajoguna. And then he sustains the life through his Maya and even destroys it.
Very good. Now, Shloka 5. The Supreme Lord's knowledge is not bound by any world or the time, nor by himself. Then, how could he be associated with Maya? So, Supreme Lord is not bound with anything. Then, how is associated with Yog Maya? Aishwarya?
Ma'am, in this shloka, it's telling that Sri Krishna ji is not associated with any Yog Maya. So, how is he bound with that?
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, Shloka 6. He alone is situated in every living being's soul as the witness and the enjoyer. Then, how could he suffer due to the misfortune or non righteous karma of anyone? Who is explaining? It is Shloka 6. No one?
I didn't understand. I'm sorry.
No problem. You forgot it was there in Bhagwad Gita. Sri Krishna ji is there in every living being as a small.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Dhriti is explaining.
In this shloka, it is being told that Sri Krishna is associated in everyone's soul, in everyone. So how is he there? So how is he suffering due to the non-righteous karma done by other people?
Because he is there in every living being. He is there as a small fragment in every living being. And he is
Yes.
not being attached to anything. He is just there and enjoying, right? He is there and he is enjoying whatever is happening or he is witnessing. Then how come he is suffering if he is not attached? Vidurji is asking. Now Shloka 7. O Lord, I am in a state of confusion and very much disturbed because of this. Kindly remove this confusion of mine and relieve me of the agony. So, who is telling this?
Vidurji.
To whom?
Shri Sukhdevji Maharaj.
Mummy.
Maitreyaji.
Maitreyaji.
Maitri.
Maitreyaji. So in this shloka, Vidurji says to Maitreyaji that I am confused and disturbed because of I can't understand this. So please explain me and relieve, like mm, remove my pain.
Huh. Remove my pain. So, he is very much disturbed, Vidurji. you know, he's getting confused. Like sometimes no, you are confused and you want to know the solution, or something is worrying you. How will be? Same is the situation of Vidurji. Now Sukdev ji has said, listening to the questions from the ever curious Vidurji, sage Maitreya ji was impressed and he smiled. He then worshipped the Supreme Lord and started replying. So see, Maitreya ji, before replying, he prayed to the Supreme Lord. So how, no, we should learn that we should also keep on praying. It is not that only in the morning time you will pray. It is throughout the day. Whenever you remember, you pray to Supreme Lord. Bow down in front of Him. No need of any photo or any idol also. You can just imagine Him and you can say that I bow down in front of you, Shri Krishna ji. Are you listening? Excuse me.
Ma'am, we are here.
ठीक है, explain. Who is explaining? Tapasya.
Connection.
Aishwarya. Anyone who is listening? No one?
Ma'am, can I explain?
Thank you, Tejas. Please explain.
Ma'am, no one explained till now. Oh, okay. Ma'am, so basically after that what happened was that, ma'am, so Maitreyaji was happy to answer to Vidurji's questions and he was about to start, ma'am, but before he started, he just prayed to Lord Sri Krishna and then he started. Ma'am, this is like a good moral, ma'am, even though it's not exactly like a story, ma'am, but it's still a good moral that we should try to do every day. Ma'am, it's not like morning you get up, you do it, then like sometimes night or like you just do it and you sleep. Ma'am, it's not like that, ma'am. Whenever you remember, ma'am, you should do. Ma'am, like even me, ma'am, like in very weird situations, ma'am, like one time my friend and me will be arguing and suddenly I'll just remember and then I'll just go down and then I'll continue arguing. Ma'am, so ma'am, like
Good.
I don't know, ma'am, like me and my friend will be like talking or arguing, and then suddenly I'll be like this all this materialistic thing, then I'll remember Lord Sri Krishna, then I'll be like, oh wait, let me just go down, then I'll go down, and then I'll continue arguing.
Good. Nice. We can bow down to Sri Krishna ji anytime and anywhere. है ना?
Yes,
No
ma'am.
feeling shy or no feeling awkward. ठीक है, next shloka, shloka 9. We are doing two more shlokas. Tapasya and Aishwarya, please listen. Now, Shri Maitreya ji has said, the Supreme Soul, which is the Lord of all the souls and is free from all, is bound by the bondages and miseries, is beyond any logic. But this is the illusion that the Maya of the Supreme Lord creates. So here Maitreya ji is saying that it is beyond the logic. You cannot find the logic over here. That how he is not attached but still he is attached. He is not attached but still he is suffering. So he is saying there is no logic. He is beyond the logic. He has created the illusion in such a way. And we need to accept it. Who is Aishwarya? You are explaining?
I.
हाँ.
Okay, just a second.
नाक साफ कर चलते हैं.
Okay, ma'am. So,
हाँ.
in this shloka, it's been explained that so over here we have all the boundaries and all in the human world, but Sri Krishna Ji is the Lord of all the souls. First of all, he is not attached to anything. And people say he still suffers a lot. Then this keeps happening with him, like he's just beyond logic. So he's beyond everything, because he's the one who has created these types of illusions. And like um, in other shlokas it was also been said, Shri Krishna was just saying that uh, only I can understand myself, something like that. So yeah, only he can understand all the illusions and all. I think
Okay.
that's what I explained in Shloka. Ma'am, I wanted to ask, if Shri Krishna ji is not attached to anything, is he even not attached to his own wife, Lakshmi ji?
He is not attached to anyone.
Oh, ma'am, then, ma'am.
But still, he is attached. That is what it has been said here. That it is beyond the logic. He is attached and he is not attached. It is beyond everything. Beyond the all the bondages, beyond all the no
Yeah, ma'am.
everything. Now Shloka 20. It is due to this Maya that a human seems to be bounded by the material actions. In reality, he is not attached. It is just like a dream where we see ourselves falling down or our head getting cut off. So Sri Krishna, Maitreyaji is saying that even the humans are not attached. It is because of the Maya that we feel that we are attached to everything. So everything is the Maya or the illusion or Yog Maya, which through which everything is been sustaining or creating or getting destroyed. So if that illusion is not there, we will also be not attached to each other. Because of that illusion, we are attached to all this material happiness, material things. Who is explaining? Tapasya.
Me.
Okay, me, your turn. Tapasya
Yes,
is there.
ma'am.
Tapasya, you can. Yes.
So, ma'am, in this look it has been told that, wait. Ma'am, I actually forgot the meaning.
Okay, Tejas.
So basically, ma'am, in simple terms, ma'am, in this show that basically said that, ma'am, basically, ma'am, even though we say like the Maya's bad and makes it like hard to attain moksha, ma'am, but without that, ma'am, there'll basically be like nothing, ma'am, because ma'am, like everything you see and like everything is just Maya, ma'am. So if it's not there, ma'am, there's like basically not anything. Ma'am, and ma'am, that's the same Maya which creates, sustains, and destroys it. And destroys everything.
Thank you so much.
Then, ma'am.
Thank you. And I hope you all are saying thank you whenever you are happy and you are saying sorry whenever you are sad. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.